What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Heinz Crypto YouTube channel. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing the big topic in the mining space right now. Are these little box miners dead? Is there a market for them? Are they going to be worth it in the beginning? Or are they just going to fall to the wayside and just be paperweights? Let's discuss it, because it's all going to boil down to your situation. What kind of miner are you? Are you a miner looking to build a farm? Then these probably aren't the best option for you, right? But if you're just somebody wanting to pick it up as a hobby, or you want to just, mine at home in a bedroom or an office, these are perfect. These are perfect product for people that just want to dip their toes into mining and start learning about it, right? So we're going to go over everything today and, kind of give my opinion on it, because I'm a big advocate for these box miners. They were my entry point into crypto, so, they're a great tool to onboard people into the space. So what we're going to look at, the two main ones that are, the newer ones that just came out a couple of weeks ago, which is CK Box 2 and the KD Box 2. And I personally have one of these KD Box 2s. So I've firsthand seen the profitability kind of slide downhill for the past week. But let's go into it. Right now, I could definitely, if you're in the market to buy one of these, I would definitely hold off for a little bit. I would, these prices will probably come down due to the KA3 coming online. But first off, let's just look at the hash rates here over the past week. You can see this is the Kadena hash rate chart. You can see here it went from 212 petahash all the way to 323. So the profits have been cut in half. I was making with my KD Box 2s about almost 4 Kadena a day, and now I'm only down to 2. So it's rough right now. It's rough right now. So if we go over here to minetheasic.com. Shout out to Mine the Asic, they're a great website. So if you look here, the income per day is 85 cents for the KD Box 2, and you're losing about 11 cents a day at a 10-cent kilowatt hour rate. So one of the big things you got to keep in mind when looking at things like this is not what you're bringing in, right? It's going to be the yield, the amount of coin that's coming into your wallet every day that you're mining, right? And like I said, it's going to depend on your situation. Are you in this to just mine every day and sell the profits to keep up with, your power? Which needs to be said, these things aren't really power hungry machines like some of the bigger ASICs. So you're not going to really see a big damage done to your power bill with these things. So, these things are kind of used for that little DCA tip, right? But the good thing about these 2-box series is they have low power mode. So you can cut the hash rate and watts in half to be a little bit more efficient. So let's just see how many coins this is yielding per day. So if we take this income here, 85 cents, let's pull up our little calculator. So we're going to put 85 cents divided by the price of Kadena at this point in time, which is $1.14. So this KD Box 2 is going to yield you about 0.75 Kadena a day. And you just got to take that into consideration right now, right? We're still in a bear market. Do you believe in Kadena? Do you believe in the team? Do you believe that it can come out of this bear market and make new all-time highs? Or, it don't even really have to make new all-time highs for it to be worth it. So going over to the Kadena chart here, you can see it's at $1.15. And if we go to the max, you can see Kadena was all the way up at almost about $25. So, take that into consideration if you are in the market for one of these, and just make sure, you believe in the project. If you're looking to buy these miners for just the sole purpose of dumping the coins, these probably aren't the best option for you at this point in time, right? So if you go back over here and, what we were estimating about 0.74 a day. So take this into consideration. If come bull market time, making 0.74 Kadena a day would be almost like $20, right? So just keep that in mind when looking at these machines. Moving over to the CK Box 2, and these are basically identical machines. They just mine separate algorithms. Let's look at the profitability for the CK Box 2, and actually the CK Box is still profitable by 10 cents at a 10-cent kilowatt hour rate. But again, you got to look. And I can't emphasize this enough. What are you mining for? Are you mining as a hobby, or are you mining as a farm and trying to make income off of this? So just keep in mind with these box miners, you're mining for yield, right? And let's take a look over at the CKB hash rate. So ever since these new miners just came out, it's been on a downtrend, right? It's been on a downtrend. And here recently has only the hash rate been going up, because if we look at the Nervos chart here, in the past, let's say 7 days, it's been on a huge pump. It's been up, I think, almost over 50%. So, a lot of miners have switched back on, and given, the K7 has come out and people are starting to power those on. But another thing I want to touch on is going over to these new miners that just came out. Something else you got to keep in mind is, once a lot of these miners start coming out and hitting the market, they're not going to be as profitable for some people as it used to be, right? So some people are going to wind up cutting these off and waiting for, the markets to turn. Not everybody, you can't just turn all these miners on at one time and the profitability stay the same, right? Because the difficulty is just going to keep climbing and climbing over time. So keep that in mind as well. Once a lot of these miners do hit the market and people start plugging them in and mining, the profitability is going to go down drastically, and some of them aren't going to be out there able to pay the power bill or keep up with the power bill. Therefore, they got to cut it off, right? So depending on their electric rate and their situation, not all these KA3s that have hit production floor and coming out to the community will be running, right? So we just got to give it some time and kind of see where the hash rates plateau at, and just take it from there. So with the whole theory, are these box miners dead? I can't emphasize it enough. They're perfect for at-home miners, dipping your toes into the water, seeing how you like it. Is it worth it? And this needs to be emphasized too, we're still in the bear market, right? So when the prices come around, if you believe in these projects, these box miners will still stay around and stay relevant. And I hear a lot of people talking about, Goldshell, they're not able to compete with Bitmain. And with the big miners, I agree, right? Goldshell don't have the same access to the chips that Bitmain has, but Bitmain hasn't tackled the market of the at-home miners yet, when Goldshell has. So, we just got to give Goldshell some time, see what they reply with towards these new bigger miners. And, I really do think that Goldshell is going to stay relevant, and these box miners are going to stay around because they're perfect for people that can't afford a $10,000 ASIC miner, right? The price points for these big miners to stay competitive is outrageous. People just getting into mining aren't going to make a $10,000 investment into something they don't know if they're going to enjoy or if it's something that they can even sustain. So keep that in mind with, when trying to make these purchase decisions on what you're wanting to do. Just make sure, guys, you believe in the project that you're mining. Unless you're just out here to spec mine and just doing it for profits, then, do your own thing. None of this is financial advice. It's just my thoughts and opinions. And like I said, I'm a big advocate for these box miners. I think they're a really good tool for newer people, and even for veteran miners that have been here a while. They're fun little boxes to play around with, and you can literally put them anywhere. So guys, that's all I got for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Please hit the thumbs up if you do like this kind of content. The support really does mean a lot, and I will see you guys in the next video.